Hey Capricorn, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your February 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Capricorn, I am getting the energy here of a helping hand, possibly you being the person who is lending out a helping hand or words of wisdom, advice, coaching, mentoring, or you are attracting a helpful person into your life. And for those of you that are on the job search, okay, I feel like there's going to be positive results here. There's some uncertainty that you've been going through, some loss. Some of you, you've even gone through a very rough patch, because at the bottom of the deck, this is subconsciously what could be affecting your energy, but it's not showing up here in the overall vibration of what's happening. So I do feel like this is past energy of maybe borrowing money. Some of you felt low on cash, or you were going through a rough patch, but it was to reinvent you. Look at that. This is about reinvention. Some of you are healers. Maybe you work with hospice. You may work with, I'm getting mediumship. Some of you may work with the dead, right? For others of you, there could have been a loss or a death in the family, or there could have been a death of a situation, and it has affected you financially. But I see this month there is some sort of financial assistance or help coming in here. It's like SOS, big SOS. So some sort of help coming in. And again, some of you could be helping other people go through some difficulties. All right, let's see. We're going to get all the cards out here for you. I am getting that you're executing a plan. Okay, you have the treasure card showing up here, Capricorn, and there's something here about executing a plan. So you don't want to have to worry about finances. Excuse me. I mean, who does, right? No one wants to worry about finances. We want to be able to have money to pay the bills and some, right? But I feel for you, it has been difficult. There's the Tower showing up. Yeah, it has been difficult because you're still feeling the effects of some burdens, right? But you have gifts, you have talents, and there's that ending showing up in the past position that we were just talking about. So you are freeing yourself from some sort of imprisonment that you had been going through, maybe even in 2024. For some of you, this has been an ongoing cycle for the last 5 years or longer is what I'm getting. So there could be a lot of shifts because of this Pluto energy on January 20th, or depending on when you're watching this video. Aquarian season could be a big impact for you as well, Capricorn. So I'm getting that you're finally coming out of a long, drawn out cycle of some financial struggles or financial insecurities that have came up. Okay, they're saying go one more to clarify. Okay, beautiful. You actually had the Two of Swords as your outcome, but we clarified it and a major arcana came up. So that makes sense. Now, starting off here, you do have the Treasure. And this is why I feel like you are executing a plan, because this can be about hidden talent, something within you really bubbling to the surface. It could be because I get that SOS, like a reach out, some sort of help. I'm getting service here, service to humanity, service to others. Some of you could be coaches, healers, mentors. You're trying to help the fellow neighbor, right? You're trying to help people grow themselves, grow their finances. But I feel in return, you've struggled growing your own. Now, this is about planning. You are planning for the future. And again, you're executing this plan in February. And in the yearly readings, Capricorn, if you haven't already checked out your yearly, you may want to go back and see what February brings in for you, because this is a big year of quantum leaps. And it happens to be a leap year as well in February. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of timeline shifts in February. Which timeline do you want to be on? You've already learned some very valuable lessons of the past. And this is about finding yourself in that position in the future where you have money in reserve, where you even have a little bit of a surplus, excess, right? Not only do you have to not worry about money and how you're going to pay bills, but have enough to build upon your dreams, retire, buy that dream home or travel, whatever your dreams are consisting of, you want to manifest that. And I feel like you're working really hard to do so. I also feel like there are some hidden gems coming in here for you this month, because you can see that that treasure chest is full of a lot of wisdom. You see the pearls. There's a lot of gold, which gold is that energy of, you know, being backed up. It's always something we can fall back on. So you may even be diving into your north node and your south node, Capricorn, or that could be something that you want to look into a little bit more, especially when it comes to purpose, mission, career, because south node can be what we've mastered or conquered in our past life, and we tend to fall back on that. And then that north node can be our destiny, our, you know, forward moving action, things that we want to fulfill and conquer in this lifetime. And I feel for a lot of you, and this is interesting as well, I do get that a lot of you in past lives, you have been royalty, or there is something here with money coming in past lives. But I mean, we've had many different past lives and we've played many different roles, but some of you, there was a past life with a lot of money. All right. And if you're not familiar with north or south, or you're not quite sure what planets are in your sign, you may want to check that out. You can find free calculators on Google. All right. We have the hand here showing up. This is all about manifesting money. It is about reaching goals, financial assistance. This is hands-on work, help getting a job, assistance. If some of you have come to this reading maybe unemployed, or if you're looking for a new job, there could be some sort of negotiation, because they're showing me a handshake as well. So hand could be significant. I'm also seeing some of you are healers. You use your hands, whether through Reiki, perhaps massage, maybe you are tuning into the energies of others and you're using machines or equipment that have to do with the hands, okay? Maybe you create things or make things as well, or it could just be symbolic for, again, a helping hand. Okay. They're giving me another message here. They're showing me a round of applause. Of course, you use your hands to clap. So there's something here with your guides or people around you giving you a round of applause. So perhaps there is something that, and I feel like this could be your guides as well, something that you finally achieved, some sort of cycle has ended or has come to a close, and it's like standing up. I feel like it's a standing ovation for you. So I mean, some of you, this could actually be a reward, an award, a ceremony, or it could be, again, a round of applause from your guides letting you know that you have conquered some sort of difficult challenge that's been a long time coming. Now, in the near future, you also have big changes coming in. You do have the moon and the butterfly, so this could be big changes within the month. Moon energy is quick. Butterfly is changes suddenly. And even though, yeah, we have the tower. So we literally have the tower showing up in your energy. So this makes sense. This could be unknown sources of income coming in. It could be big changes that are maybe short term, okay? Or it's a short term or quick change that leads to some big results down the road. And we'll clarify what this is here. Some of you, this is about frivolous spending, okay? Pay attention to your spending. I also feel like if you could be manifesting maybe a loan, a grant, financial aid, or some sort of help as well. This is about being guided. And when the butterfly shows up with the moon, Spirit is saying, trust the changes, even though there's uncertainty here, even though you can't quite see because the dust may still be in shambles. You can see on this tower, if you're in the thick of it, you're going to have a hard time seeing because there's so much cloudiness that you're still going through. But trust, like I'm getting blind faith. Trust that blind faith. And at the bottom of the deck, of course, you do have the skull, which we talked about. So you're in the process of reinventing yourself. Okay, you're a healer. You are here to open up your gifts and to monetize on your abilities as well, to make money, to help, be of service. There's something here with you being of service. And look at that. You have the spiral, and that can be that tower energy as well. But look at it's a climbing out of a situation. It is an upward trend. This is something that you may be diving into that builds more momentum over time. So for example, tarot on YouTube. I had never even known that it was a thing until Spirit literally through divine intervention guided me to it. A little less than 3 years ago. I've had this channel now for almost 3 years, and tarot now is huge on YouTube. So it's going to continue to grow, and us opening up spiritually to non-conventional ways of healing and everything, right? We're in the age of Aquarius. That's going to be something that continues to build momentum over time. So some of you who are light workers, star seeds, healers, or whatever industry you are in or heading towards, I feel like you are ready, right? Look at that. And I feel by possibly December or your birthday season, right? Even though we're still kind of, depending on when you're watching this, we're still in Capricorn season. But I feel like you are, well, you're growing. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of abundance coming in here for you in 2024, but especially by the end of 2024. You're going to see that something is growing. There it is, the nugget right behind it. So trust in these divine endings. Trust that things are happening for you, and Spirit is helping behind the scenes. Even if you can't quite see it, trust. Okay, so we start off with the Tower. This is to offer you a sense of freedom. Sometimes the Tower is a belief of an old system. It's a shattering of an old belief system. So the fact that you have the Tower showing up right away here is a big unexpected change coming in, but you have help. Okay, you have help, and there's some sort of money coming in. I feel money in reserve. This could be, again, financial institutions. There's some sort of money coming in for you, and I feel like it may still be a little bit hidden of where this money is coming from or how you're going to get some sort of money, but it is showing up in your energy. So let's take a look. I want to dive further. We're just going to pull one card here to take a look at this Tower. What do we have for the Tower? Oh, right away. Okay. What do we have for the Tower? 3 of Coins. This is to build a new foundation. Yeah, this is to find a new tribe. You see here that 3 of Coins is taking that step up. And even though she's still at that bottom step, it may feel like you're between worlds, but you're going to continue growing, collaborating, and I see recognition for your work, achievements as well. Where in the past, maybe you felt like you weren't getting recognized. You felt like you were staying at this bottom tier, but you have graduated. Again, round of applause energy here. There could be learning involved, teaching involved, knowledge. You may be getting certified or growing your credibility in some way, shape, or form. But this isn't coming in order for you to build a new foundation. And I'm hearing trust. Trust is a big piece of it. Now, what's blocking your energy at times, or what's crossing your path, is some fear. Fear of the unknown. I mean, 9 of Wands is the card of the wounded warrior, but I feel like you are plummeting through that fear, and there's a deep inner knowing within you, Capricorn. And this deep inner knowing is telling you you have the determination, you have the spiritual strength. This is persistence to not give up, because I feel like you've been putting in a lot of work. A lot of work is what I see here. And you're going to finally see that there's a new path, a new direction that leads you out of the thorns, out of the thorn bush here. Okay, because you kind of got stuck in a patch of thorns. And this could be months, this could be years, and you came out and you were a little bit wounded. You had to tend to those wounds. But I feel like the coast is clear in a way coming up in the future, especially by March, April energy. You're completely out of the thorns, okay? Because you see that they're still showing up. You're still in this patch a little bit at this time. You're going to come out. You're going to have some battle wounds, of course, but I feel like it's going to make you stronger. Like that old saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I feel like you are stronger because of this, and it's actually offering you a chance to free yourself, which is what we see coming in. Now, whatever your craft is, Capricorn, you are damn good at it, right? The 8 of Pentacles says you are knowledgeable, you're intelligent, You have some skills, you have some gifts that really set you apart from others. And you have this intuitive, spiritual ability to feel things out and to put this spiritual drive into what it is that you do. And you have the ability to make money doing what you love, right? So the Eight of Pentacles comes in here. And this is about putting in your best effort, loving your work, mastering your skill, continuing to focus on this hobby, this goal, this craft, this business, your self-development, whatever this is for you, you're continuing to grow this because it's part of your soul's mission. It's part of what you came here on earth to do. Now, in the recent past, you do have the Ten of Swords. So a lot coming in, a lot of overthinking, excess of thoughts. Now, we'll be in a big chunk of Aquarius season in the month of February. And I feel like there's this shift happening within you of clearing the mind, because the 10 can be endings bringing in new beginnings. So something that may have been a betrayal, or it felt difficult. I mean, you have 10 of these, well, it looks like a sewing needle, better than a sword, right? 10 of these sewing needles kind of being pointed at her crown chakra. So there may have even been a situation, Capricorn, where you couldn't even trust. You couldn't even trust your own self, your own intuition, your own intuitive guidance. Your crown chakra may have been shut down a little bit because of everything that was coming at you. It's like one thing after another, and it just felt like you were being betrayed left and right. You weren't sure who to trust. You couldn't trust yourself, and you just felt like you were hitting a little bit of a rock bottom. This is in the past. Good news. This is in the past, so there's only one way forward when you hit the 10 of Swords, and that is up. And that may be why we see this spiral, because this is an upward and outward trend, right? This is climbing the ladder, climbing back up from some sort of a hole that you felt a little bit buried in, because that's what we see coming in for you is the Seven of Wands. You're saying, yeah, I did get to that thorn patch. I got myself stuck in a situation, or maybe it was unexpectedly, it came in, some lessons I needed to learn, or some growth that was really uncomfortable. I didn't like it, right? But the Seven of Wands says that you're breaking out of the norm. You're breaking out of feeling restricted, feeling the pressure, feeling on guard, feeling defenseless. Right? You're saying, I have the upper hand. I'm stronger because of this situation. I'm going to live life on my own terms and stand up for what I believe. And I'm going to protect what I built, protect my reputation, protect what I've grown. And I'm not going to let anyone interfere with my own intuitive guidance, right? Because someone got to your head in the past. Something got to you. And in the future, look at this. You have a new opportunity, a soul-quenching renewal. There's a new opportunity for trust, and I keep hearing that here. But you need to focus on filling your own cup first and rebuilding that relationship with yourself, because when you get stuck in that thorn bush, you're going to come out scratched and scarred and bloody. You want to tend to your wounds, right? There's an energy here of you tending to your wounds because you've gone through a lot, but starting to feel better, starting to feel like you're coming out of a situation that has been financially, some of you, very sabotaging. And when this shows up, this is a new offer from the universe saying, all right, Capricorn, yeah, you were in the thorn bush. You did the work. You got cut along the way, but we never left your side. And we're here to help you. And we were always here to help you. But here's the offer that you've been wanting. And look at that. You have the butterflies, so many of them coming out of the cup. And look at that. It aligns beautifully with the butterfly card. There's going to be sudden change coming in here for you. But I feel like this is change for the better. All right. Let's see how you're doing, Cap. How are you feeling? You're looking up to the moon there, and literally, look at that. Not only do you have the butterfly, but you have the moon showing up. So you're looking up at the moon and you're saying, God, now what? Right? Now what do I do? And there is this energy of you being divinely guided, and Spirit is saying, my sweet Capricorn, you hold the world in your hands, right? You got the whole world in your hands. What do you want to do? Who do you want to become? What do you need to feel in order to fully move forward and embrace your ideas and to grow and to feel supported and to feel loved. Because all of those things are possible for you. Remember, Capricorn, we are in an 8-year. 8 is all about infinite abundance and opportunities. 8s are about finances and strength and the material world as well. And it's about work. And I feel like you've been kind of ahead of the game in a sense where you've been doing the work. You've been learning the lessons. Yes, you've been wounded along the way. But I also feel like you have a little bit of an upper hand here because it's like you're light years ahead in a way. And February is a powerful month for, again, quantum leaps. And so Spirit is reminding you, and your higher self is reminding you that you hold the world in your hands. So there could be some sort of travel, global energy coming in here. You have a choice to make, right? Do you want to stay limited? Do you want to stay in this energy of possible setback? Or do you realize that you do hold the world in your hands and that you have new opportunities of abundance, and you have that with the Ace of Cups? There's big changes here. Spirit is saying don't resist these changes. When we resist, we cut off that flow and we can actually push away what wants to show up for us, right? And you're going to go through it more easily, we'll say. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but there will be more free flow if you go with the flow. All right, what's going on in your environment? King of Wands. Some of you are entrepreneurs. You are successful leaders, spiritual influencers. This can be your passion. You're very goal-oriented. This is a strong fire energy. And I feel for you, Capricorn, you have this fiery, passionate energy towards what it is that you want to do and who it is that you want to become. But this is about you taking charge of your destiny. Now, some of you may have been dealing with someone who is a little bit bossy, maybe even a little bit inflexible here. Sometimes when the King of Wands shows up, if this is someone else, because they do show up in reverse here, this can be someone who is sometimes very over egoic. They have a high ego, maybe even a little bit on a power trip, or they think they're you know what, don't stink. And I feel like you just don't want to deal with that energy. You don't want to deal with people who are manipulative, because sometimes the King of Wands, he can manipulate you, and that may be why some of you felt all mind messed up here, right? A little bit mind twisted because of this King of Wands. And I feel like you're saying, no more. I'm done. I'm putting this up here. I'm putting an end to this. And I deserve reciprocity. I deserve equal give and take. This is the card of 50-50 here. So some of you may have wanted to partner up with someone and someone said, all right, 80-20. And you're like, what? 80-20? That doesn't make any sense. I'm putting in 50% of the work. Why would I accept 20%? And so I do feel here that this is a very important month to make sure that you are getting what you're putting into something, or make sure something is fair, because you do have negotiation here as well. And I feel for you, and I don't even know if we went over these side cards here. We will. But this is, this is about you negotiating, taking a look at spending as well, because we do have the spending card showing up here. So you could be going over numbers. And that's kind of what I feel here in your hopes and fears. You want to go over numbers. You want something to be balanced. You want something to be fair with the spending. You may be looking at tax documents, contracts, things of that nature. Just double check, because with this Six of Pentacles, this can be about taking, not giving, or resisting some sort of a help. And I do feel like it could be beneficial to have professional guidance or a middleman as well, or maybe even getting a second opinion when it comes to something that maybe the two of you are trying to negotiate. Now, you also have debt. Okay, some of you are definitely working on maybe your credit score, paying off some sort of debt, rebuilding your assets, your financial well-being, something that maybe was past due. Okay, you see the bill there. It's past due, and it really did stress you out to maybe even the point of substance abuse here, or just feeling completely stressed out and wanting to just escape in some way, shape, or form. Okay, some of you I also get had a problem maybe with shopping. or maxing out credit cards. Maybe that was the past energy, overspending, and it left you in a little bit of a pickle. That's something you are really taking a deep dive into and working on healing in the month of February and every month after. There's something with benefits and insurance coming in here. Whenever I get this card, it does talk about health insurance, parental leave, flexibility, paid vacation, skills and development, pension plans, food and travel, achievement and rewards. So there needs to be some sort of incentives or something put in place for you. This could be things that you're looking into. Maybe you're looking at insurance, or you're looking at how something could balance out as well. So you're looking at all different angles, which is good, which is healthy. I feel like you could get a really great deal. If there's something that you are looking to purchase, maybe for your business, it could be a business vehicle. This could be maybe you are in the field of sales of some sort. They're giving me buying a new outfit for an interview, or you could be maybe needing some new attire for, it could be a new position. I just feel like you could get something at maybe even 70%. If there's a sale going on and you need a new outfit because it almost looks like clothing, a clothing store. Some of you are really great at selling items or selling products as well. That could be part of a gift that you dive into a little bit more. And you have intern. So if you could be hiring an intern, or you're starting fresh. It's like having that beginner's mindset. And if you're looking to hire an intern, I feel like one could show up. Or if you're just looking to get a new job, there's definitely some sort of hands-on work or help getting a job here. And this does talk about financial assistance as well. And the Six of Pentacles can be a financial assistance card showing up here for you. That's your hope, is to get this helping hand. Now, your outcome energy was the two, was the Two of Swords. And Spirit said, clarify this choice, this decision. Because the Two of Swords is about being at a crossroads. It is about the head and heart being in opposition because you don't have enough information. Maybe there's insufficient data, or some facts that aren't quite out there in order for you to make a decision. And Capricorn, you like to be grounded. You like to have the facts. You like to have things maybe on paper, contracts. You like to be grounded, right? You're an earth sign. And so you want to make a choice based on those facts. But Spirit is saying, what do you want to manifest? Because that's what we're clarifying here. Don't let others manipulate you. That's a big message. Because I do see the Ten of Swords here, and I do see the, the King of Wands, there could be something with speaking up because my throat chakra is a little activated here. Maybe you feel fearful of speaking up and asking for what you want because there could be a belief that maybe you won't get it. But sometimes this magician energy, Gemini, Virgo, this can be like the man behind the curtain, right? And sometimes that man behind the curtain can misuse their power. So if this is you manifesting, which I feel like we all every single day manifest, this is about you trusting in your talents, your skills, your tools that you have available to take action. But I also sense that you have a choice here. Trust your gut instincts, okay? Or trust your intuition, because I also feel that you're overthinking a situation, and because you're in that state of overthinking, you could easily slip into letting someone come in and make a decision for you. And we don't want that to happen. You want to be in charge of a decision. All right. Let's get a message here. Spirit, I want to clarify here. I want to just clarify the Magician, because I am getting, again, a tad bit of that manipulation, but it looks like you put an end to that. So Spirit, can you please clarify the Magician showing up here for Capricorn? Oh, there it is. Trust your intuition, the High Priestess. So this is about decisive intuition versus silencing your intuition. And that's part of the choice. Are you going to silence your intuition that is telling you that someone is manipulating you into making a choice for you? Or are you going to listen and stay decisive? Because literally Two of Swords is indecisiveness. Stay decisive, make an intuitive choice that's based on you manifesting from a place of higher knowing. Okay, beautiful clarification and confirmation there. Let's get a message from the wisdom of the oracle. What do we have here, please, for Capricorn? Milk and honey. Card 51. 5 and 1 equals 6. Sixes are about problem solving, harmony, loyalty, and responsibility. The milk and honey is a good card, but we're also going to read the protection message that comes with this as well, because it is showing up a little bit in that lower vibration. So we're going to take a look at them both. All right, card 51, milk and honey, is all about the taste of prosperity, opportunities born out of authenticity, nurturing abundance, and trusting that your needs will be met. And what did we say in the very beginning? SOS, help. Spirit's right here. Your needs will be met. There is only one authentic you. The version of yourself is Spirit's emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you're seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity. And the world, right? Remember, you're holding the world in your hands here. The world brings you evidence. Oh, I just lost it here. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity, and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a sweet taste of what you want. And this kind of goes hand in hand with what we were just talking about, right? You have the choice to manifest miracles. The magician here is your energy of abundance and choice. And you have them. You have the Ace of Cups showing up. There's your opportunities allied with readiness. You have the world in your hands here. Remember, that's part of that next step, that dreaming. The protection message says that a nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. We talk about that here in that debt card. So don't let some sort of nameless unease compel you to escape because of the Tower. Okay, it works in the moment, but only fleetingly. Before the feelings return and you need to re-up until you're exhausted, feeling worse than before, you may continue struggling, or you may see the light and choose to surrender to Spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors you'll regret later. You are so loved, Capricorn. You're so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now. So remember, this is on a spectrum, both of those messages. So if you feel like you are trying to numb or trying to, head towards that nameless unease, or if you feel like you are on that flip side, the original message, right, of authenticity and choices manifesting with miracles, I feel like if you're on that lower vibration of this rainbow, you can climb up. That's part of the choice that you have here, because you also have the Seven of Wands. So opening yourself up, non-conforming, and expecting miracles, right? So milk and honey available to you. And I also like the elephant in the very middle, because some of you may be familiar with the entity or the energy of Ganesh, which is an elephant, and Ganesh is the remover of obstacles. Okay, remover of obstacles, and I get that energy here for you. All right, let's take a look and get a few messages, Capricorn, from your spirit animals. And at this time, I just ask, if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And upon your exhale, I want you to tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I'd like for you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animals are wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. It could be an animal that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, one that's visited through your dreams, or maybe even crossed your path in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer, Capricorn. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free reading giveaway where I draw one winner around the first of each month, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section below the video and I will enter you into that free reading giveaway. All right, so please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. You have beautiful animal messages today. So first of all, you have Canary Spirit, card 12. Some of you may be born on the 12th, the 4th, the 17th, or you may be 55 or 58. Canary Spirit reminds you, sing your own song. This is about you marching to the beat of your own drum, especially with this King of Wands energy here. This is you creating your own destiny, you coming up with your own melody, your own tune, instead of maybe going along with someone else's. You have Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold, card 4, which is the energy of that Emperor. You have what it takes to step fearlessly into your power, right? And you have the Badger Spirit to help guide you along. There is something with confidence here as well. You can see that bright sunflower energy. I do feel like there is a sense of confidence that maybe was lacking at one point or another, but Spirit is saying be ready, because you have all the tools necessary. Step into your confidence, feel bold, and take action. Next, you have Snake Spirit. This is the healing energy, time to heal. So you can shed that old skin, because what happens is that snake will grow a new one, right? And I feel like that old skin that maybe you've been hanging on to with the Tower, it's ready to finally shed itself. So let's work on healing whatever needs to be healed, right? Financially, you have come to this point in your career where there is an important decision to be made here. Next, you have Crow Spirit. Crow's been showing up a lot lately. It's card 17. That's also the Star. It brings you inspiration and hope and says, don't give up on your dreams, because you're co-creating with Spirit, right? Spirit is your biggest manifesting partner, your biggest cheerleader, Capricorn. And then lastly, card 58, Stag, says, take the lead. It is time for you to take the lead. Yes, you've gone through a lot. Take some time to repair some of those wounds from being in that thorn bush for quite some time. Some of you, it wasn't even a bush. It was a full-on forest full of thorns that you were lost in for quite some time. There's light at the end of the tunnel is what I see. And I feel like you're tending to, again, your wounds, and you're making some new decisions to kind of maybe even fearlessly go out on your own, try something new, go in a new direction. There's a helping hand coming in. So there's definitely a new opportunity coming in here, but you're still able to protect what you've built or what is yours, or part of your protecting your own integrity. There's something here about you being protected. You can kind of let go of the wheel, okay? You can let go of the wheel because something has ended here in the recent past. And even though I still see that there could be some manipulation from the past, I feel like Spirit is really stepping in, offering you this helping hand. And it could show up in the form of some sort of unexpected income coming in. All right, last but not least, let's get a message from your soul's truth. This can be raw, this can be blunt, this can be honest. What does Capricorn need to know at this time to help them on their path of money, abundance, and career? What do we need to focus on? All right, it says here, what expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? Expectations can can be good and bad. Sometimes they can motivate us. Sometimes, more often than not, they hold us back. The expectations that we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. We then experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met. It's time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. Today's soul action: be grateful. You are being summoned to more peace. Peace is home for our soul, and it's accompanied by trust. It comes when you surrender and focus only on what you can control. If you expect nothing and are grateful for everything, you will experience extreme fulfillment. Wow. And that could be part of the overthinking, Capricorn. Maybe there are expectations that you've placed upon yourself that could be detrimental to your career, right? Maybe you expected yourself to be, at this certain age and have this much money in your account and retire at this age. Of course, it's great to have goals, but some of you may have some expectations that are delusional or impossible to meet, and you keep trying to hang on with the tower. Maybe that's part of it. And that could be needing to shatter an old belief system and replace it with gratitude. Replace a belief system that may be telling yourself you expect others. This could be expectations that we again place on others or ourselves. But I feel like that tower is coming in, telling you we must accompany some new changes, new shifts by trust, because we want more peace. We want to surrender. We want to focus on what we can control and let the universe work its magic, doing the things that we can't, right? Focusing on what is within our energy, what we can manifest here, because we're always going to come up against something externally that we can either jump to and we can place some sort of expectations, right? As I always say, it's like staying in your own lane. When we start to jump lanes, that causes accidents. When we start to swerve in and out of lanes, right, that causes a whole lot of disturbance. Focus on your own lane, what you can control and what's best for you, because then you're going to be able to stay more in your intuition here instead of letting other people manipulate and influence you. So expectations. That is what I have for you, Capricorn. It's a big month. Even though we don't see tons of major arcanas, we see the tower. This is a month for unexpected change, but I feel like this has more to do with your belief system and internal change than it does external, because you're still in the manifesting stages at this time, right? You're really wonderful at what you do. So don't give this up. Don't give your dreams up. Don't hand them over to someone else here or let someone else tell you that they're impossible. It's important for you to know that help is on its way, or you are a helper of some sort. And I also feel like you do hold the world in your hands. What do you want? What are you working towards? Because it's not out of the peripheral. I feel like spirit is working to help this manifest for you. That is what I have for you, Capricorn. If it resonates, please hit that thumbs up button. Please feel free to share, like, comment. Do drop your power animals in the comment section below. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Lots of love.